episode 109 to 110.
Arthur's whole body trembled when he heard Damon's words. In his eyes, Damon was immensely powerful.
How dare you threaten us like this?
Arthur's anger exploded when he heard that. He raised his hand and slapped Ryden.
Dad, can't you see that Damon is not going to let us go at all? Our Warbrick family is not that easy to be bullied.
Ryden felt humiliated today. If his father hadn't forced him, he wouldn't have come.
Damon, let me tell you, our Warbrick family has never been in good terms with this financial world.
Ryden left as soon as he finished his sentence. Arthur knew that his family did have connections with criminals, but it didn't mean that they could be lawless. Even if he was truly lawless, Damon was a man of even greater power.
Mr. Hemsworth, don't worry. Give me a day. I will definitely educate this son of mine.
Arthur grew even more nervous seeing Damon's gesture.
It's not your turn to help me teach those whom I want to teach. Since your son has not been educated well, you should let him face the consequences of his actions.
Damon turned and walked into the hospital.
What should I do?
Arthur was in a daze at the hospital entrance, feeling powerless against Damon's authority. In the hospital corridor, Faith was already in tears.
Johnson, what's going on?
Helpless, she stared at her daughter lying in the ICU, unable to change the situation. Johnson gritted his teeth, asking friends to review the Wembley Mall surveillance footage, though details were scarce, indicating it might have been an accident.
Maybe Tiffany offended someone in the upper class.
Damon entered, and Faith struggled to hide her emotions upon seeing him.
Damon, can you help us?
Faith had long held biases against Damon, stemming from deep misunderstandings between them. Damon, however, harbored no grudges. Faith's initial visit to the Vandergeld family had left a favorable impression on him.
Don't worry. Anyone who dares to hurt Tiffany, I will make them pay the price.
Johnson shivered at Damon's unwavering resolve. Just as Johnson was about to speak, Thomas entered abruptly.
Sir, I have something important to tell you.
Johnson was taken aback by Thomas's arrival, signaling a potentially critical development. Johnson was left dumbfounded as Damon was hurried away by Thomas, leaving him perplexed in the corridor.
What are you looking at?
This person. I seem to have seen him somewhere before.
Isn't he one of Damon's men?
No, it's not that simple. I remember Lafitte Manor.
Faith, though not well versed, recognized Lafitte Manor as a place of strong ties between Johnson and others, where they exchanged updates regularly.
He was the lecturer that day.
What?
Lafitte Manor was known for hosting a prestigious economic event, but only one person lectured to over 3,000 attendees.
It's impossible, isn't it? He's just one of Damon's housekeepers. Plus, weren't there royals present?
Thomas's presence was unmistakable.
Johnson admired Damon's capabilities and humility.
If I have time, I'll ask Damon. He's a remarkable young man, talented and discreet.
Damon was escorted out of the hospital by Thomas, eager for updates.
How's it going? Any progress?
Sir, the other party is quite professional, but we're more adept. Also, I've arranged for the person you wanted to invite.
Check quickly. If nothing surfaces within an hour, send a message to the Warbrick family.
Damon was determined to test Ryden's resolve in Goshtown province.
Sir, don't worry. Dealing with the Warbrick family will stir up quite a scene.
Thomas was prepared to execute Damon's orders, knowing it would draw attention.
Also, sir, I noticed Teresa at the hospital after visiting Tiffany. She went to a casino.
Your information gathering needs improvement.
Sir, I've been frequently abroad, neglecting domestic matters. Please guide me.
Follow Teresa.
Damon and Thomas headed towards Teresa's casino, intent on uncovering her actions. Damon understood Teresa's priorities. Her love for Tiffany surpassed everything else in her world. The purpose of Teresa's visit to Laguna Casino was evident. Laguna Casino, nestled in Hillwood's shadows, was shrouded in a deliberate shabbiness to mask its opulence.
Hey, isn't that Teresa?
Laguna, well connected in Hillwood, not only operated a casino, but also a loans company, holding a prominent position among the underworld.
Laguna, I need to talk to you.
Teresa recalled seeing Laguna's men at Tiffany's performance setup, now filled with regret for not intervening.
She's really something.
Laguna, mesmerized by Teresa's beauty and stature, admired her elegance and charm. contrasting with his past encounters. Teresa's encounter at Laguna Casino took an unsettling turn.
Let's find out what Teresa's up to.
Where are we going?
Upstairs. How else would you inquire? Teresa, with your figure, I could do more than inquire. Perhaps your sister should join us when she wakes.
A female CEO here for inquiries? A first?
She'll need to get used to this, especially with her sister in entertainment.
As her sister, you should give her a lesson.
The group closed in, their gazes lewd and unwelcome.
Miss Vandergilt, you think I've never had a man's company?
Teresa, feeling trapped, regretted not involving the police. Frustrated by her sister's condition in the hospital, Teresa stormed out. Teresa found herself in a precarious situation, attempting to leave but confronted by Laguna.
Leaving so soon, Ms. Vandergeld? Your figure is quite impressive. How about working with us? You could earn $1 million a month, much easier than running a company.
Laguna's sinister grin and gestures made Teresa feel increasingly threatened.
Come on now.
Laguna made a move to restrain Teresa, escalating the tension. Teresa found herself increasingly cornered as Laguna's grip tightened. Laguna's actions drew an audience, indifferent to his behavior in this environment. Teresa's only escape was calling the police, but her phone was swiftly seized. Laguna's words and demeanor exuded arrogance and dominance, asserting control over his territory.
Your skirt is quite the sight. Better than a college girl's, wouldn't you agree?
Teresa struggled against Laguna's hold, her efforts futile against his strength.
Don't you dare move! You think you can challenge me just because your company's doing well? Think again!
Laguna's aggression mounted as he raised his hand, leaving Teresa defenseless. Laguna's aggression was halted by Damon's sudden intervention.
Boy, what do you think you're doing?
Damon's demeanor remained calm and collected as he released Laguna's grip.
Are you alright?
Teresa, aware of Damon's intentions, urged him to leave. Damon remained steadfast. Laguna, intrigued by Damon's presence, demanded an explanation.
Kid, who are you?
Damon, unyielding, chose to remain silent. Damon's presence commanded respect, dismissing Laguna's attempt at confrontation.
Tiffany's well-being is my concern.
Teresa, familiar with Damon's unwavering loyalty to Tiffany, was deeply moved. Teresa's emotions overflowed as she confessed her regrets, tears streaming down her face. Teresa's words trailed off, struggling to articulate her remorse. Damon surprised Teresa by embracing her, a gesture of unexpected compassion.
I didn't come here for apologies.
Teresa was taken aback, realizing her long-standing guilt held less weight for Damon than she had imagined. Damon's motives were not what Teresa expected, prompting her to question him. Damon's response was unequivocal as he faced Laguna.
I'm here to cause trouble.
Ignoring Teresa's attempts to intervene, Damon positioned her behind him. Laguna, unfazed by Damon's bravado, taunted him with a steel pipe.
You think you own this territory?
Damon dismissed Laguna's territorial claims, considering himself the true authority in Hillwood.
Find those responsible for Wembley Mall. Bring them to me within 10 minutes, or I'll shut down this casino.
How much can an entrepreneur like you really do? Money isn't everything.
Laguna signaled for an attack, uninterested in further conversation with Damon. Inside Laguna's casino, Damon faced a barrage of threats from the casino's patrons.
Prepare to meet your end. You were talking big earlier. Now you'll pay.
Teresa found solace standing behind Damon, her sense of security outweighing the odds. Arnold's unexpected arrival shifted the atmosphere dramatically. Arnold, bearing a serious expression, approached Damon, acknowledging his failure to anticipate Damon's departure. Damon's presence was vital for Arnold's mission to protect him.
Fortunately, I made it in time to handle these pests.
Laguna, seeing Arnold, was visibly awestruck, idolizing him despite their current predicament. Arnold's reputation as a self-made gang leader in Andover Province was unquestionable, instilling fear in most. Arnold's urgent arrival left him visibly distressed, rushing to Damon's side. Arnold's confidence was unshakable, facing Laguna's crew alone. Laguna's anger reached a boiling point.
Who do you think you're talking to? This is Arnold!
Arnold, regarding Laguna as insignificant, responded with contempt. Laguna, trembling, approached Arnold, seeking guidance.
Arnold, How may I assist you?
Arnold, unimpressed, delivered a swift reprimand to Laguna, emphasizing his insignificance. Arnold's swift reprimand left Laguna trembling on the ground.
Arnold, I made a mistake. I didn't know Damon was associated with you.
Arnold's fury intensified, correcting Laguna's misguided assumptions.
What do you mean, my man? Do we have a problem? I serve Mr. Hemsworth, not the other way around. Mr. Hemsworth, I'll handle it promptly.
Laguna, stunned by Arnold's unexpected outburst, was forced to acknowledge the reality of their relationship.
I understand, Arnold. I'll comply with Mr. Hemsworth's wishes.
Teresa, witnessing Arnold's commanding presence, grasped his authority in Andover province. Laguna, trembling with fear, attempted to appease Arnold, promising to provide valuable information.
Arnold, I'll cooperate fully. I can deliver those involved in this to Mr. Murphy.
Damon recognized the name instantly. Finn Murphy, a figure from his past, entangled in unresolved disputes.
Arnold, can you handle Finn Murphy?
Arnold, irritated by Finn's lack of progress after years of warnings, assured Damon of swift action. Damon's concern shifted to the unresolved matters with Finn Murphy, awaiting Arnold's return. Damon's gaze lingered on Arnold, trusting in his capabilities to manage this personal vendetta. The unresolved history with Finn Murphy weighed heavily on Damon's mind, anticipating Arnold's decisive intervention.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more great content. Click the notification bell so you never miss an update.